Hello and welcome to the Infinite Edge podcast. This will be our inaugural podcast, and we are sponsored by Infinite Edge Health and Wellness. I am Todd, and we have Nate, and we have Jeremy, and we are here to kind of talk about mostly the company, but a little bit about ourselves too, so you guys get to know us a little better. Go ahead, Nate. We'll let you lead us off.
So I'm Nathan. I'm a fairly average middle-aged guy with a bunch of situations that kind of came to a head and that I determined needed to be solved, problems that needed to be solved. One of which kind of led us into this whole business venture and starting the podcast, the business itself. I have struggled with some behavioral health stuff across the years and really started diving into using health supplements to try to offset some of that stuff and using that as a way to problem solve to get those situations handled. So we had started this entire process with the thought in mind of not wanting to be eternally bound to working for somebody else. And what better way than trying to find something that we really should be focusing on? Health supplements, our own health, our healthy living, our behavior obviously takes precedence over health supplements, but a little harder to monetize behavior. So I think selling supplements made a lot of sense because it was something that I know I was very passionate about because of how much it had helped me. I had been able to kind of transition off of some prescription medications when it came down to handling this stuff. So it was really good. It's something that I think is extraordinarily valuable and has greatly improved my own quality of life. Past that, we ended up deciding to do this podcast as well as some of the more written content or some visual stuff on across the different media pages. And that's going to be kind of our foundational way to interact with people and to get across the way we feel about things and have discussions and use those open discussions to be able to give us enough conversation to be able to move forward.
With that being said, we'll go to Jeremy. Tell us a little about why you wanted to start the company.
So for me, actually, Nate's the one that got me into the whole idea. We had a lot of conversations over a lot of years of both of our mental health and our struggles and the things that we had dealt with. When Nate found supplements, he brought them to me and he said, "Here's what they do for me, and here's what they think we can do for you." And we worked through a whole bunch of different cocktails. And when you get to see some of the results that come from it, it's changed a lot of the perspective of the necessity for treatment of especially my mental health directly. A lot of it being sleep, and we had a lot of conversations. So a lot of what I do with the supplements is to help me sleep and help me get the rest that my body needs, which then in turn helps with your mental health, helps with your normal well-being throughout your days, etc. So when we came up with the idea to say, hey, let's do this. Let's try to make it something a little bit different. As we're here, we're not trying to sit here and shove a certain product down your throat and tell you what you should or shouldn't do and be like, you need to be on this one and this is what it's going to be. It's about giving everybody the option, the edge, if you will, to learn what you need to learn, and let us be a vessel for that learning to do that. So him and I have had a lot of the same struggles. We've come through a lot of the same life pieces in very opposite corners of the world, and managed to come together in the middle. And well, now we're here. So it's all kind of new to us. So bear with us as we learn along the way with everybody else. And you know, if
Yeah,
you
I
get
think
anybody, yeah.
the best way to be able to make any sort of improvement for ourselves is to have open conversation. So that was something that kind of came to mind when you were kind of bringing up what you had in terms of your own history and how it affected us into making this decision to move forward. And I think really the biggest thing is conversation. We want to be able to have open conversation and allow that to be able to make people give them the choice to make better decisions, give them that edge.
I, as well as Jeremy, these two started this company a little bit before I did. They got me in a little later. But I agree. My biggest issue, just like Jeremy said, is sleep. A lot of people have sleep issues that they don't take care of. And then everyone has a little bit of mental health. Mine is more of a physical health issue with joint pain and stuff like that, which supplements have helped a lot in. And like they said, we're not trying to shove anything down your throats. We're not medical professionals in any way. This is all trial and error that we're doing too. So we're just trying to take a journey with everyone. So yeah, we're just trying to get everything going. We want to be able to support everybody, talk to people on here, get to know everyone, and hopefully get to help you with your life goals or expanding your health in certain ways. Do either one of you have any more comments you'd like to make?
I know it sounds cheesy when it comes down to people saying that they want to build a community, but I think that's really what we need. I think we need to have people having more dialogue on this stuff. And like you said, we're not medical professionals, but I think that the intent that we have here is to be able to go through some possible research studies, different videos, talk about some professionals and our own subjective experience. I mean, obviously, that's not my own experience with supplements doesn't necessarily dictate how the results are going to work for somebody else, but it does play a factor into how it worked for me and how I can move my own personal regimen, personal plan moving forward. And it's good to hear that from other people. So
Yeah,
I think
companionship's never a bad thing. We all need it. It helps us. It helps us grow. I've learned a lot from both of you. So I mean, I hope everybody gets to learn a lot from both of you. And I hope this, not only the podcast, the company, everything, all the media platforms evolve and we can help other people out on the way. And just so everyone knows, if they do want to support us, they can like, share, or subscribe. Facebook. We're going to be on Instagram and TikTok at some point, but Facebook, X, and of course on YouTube as of right now.
Yeah, that's it.
Yep. And with that, that's the end of the first inaugural Infinite Edge podcast. We will see you guys later. Bye.